After a magical 8-0 run in the Orlando bubble, in which the Suns fell just short of the playoffs, the acquisition of Chris Paul was deemed to be the missing link between a borderline playoff team and a competitive team in the Western Conference. A fair assessment given that CP3 helped the predestinated lottery team the Thunder to the 5th seed in the Western Conference in 2020. However, the Suns weren't supposed to be this good relative to the rest of the league this quickly. Prior to the season, some didn't even have the Suns making the playoffs, and at best, some had them being a middle-of-the-pack playoff team. And with the Lakers, Clippers, Nuggets, and other threats still existing in the West, picking the Suns to go on a deep playoff run prior to the season, or even winning at all, was more or less a pipe dream if anything. But fast forward to mid-June, and they've already punched their ticket to the Western Conference Finals. Despite the core of this team being relatively young outside of CP3, they're probably arguably playing the best basketball out of any of the remaining playoff teams. And if they continue playing this way, they should be able to beat the Jazz or the Clippers and make the NBA Finals for the first time since 1993. And once they get there, the Suns are a legitimate threat to win it all. But before we continue to talk about the rise of the Phoenix Suns, be sure to leave a like on the video, as each like makes a massive difference for this channel, and comment down below whether you think the Suns are going to win the championship this year. And finally, if you end up enjoying this video, then feel free to subscribe to the channel. One of the reasons as to why the Suns can win the 2021 NBA title is the fact that they're an elite team against teams above 500 in the regular season, posting NBA best 27-11 against those teams. And undoubtedly, the Suns have lived up to that mark these playoffs. Secondly, the Suns have two of the best performers and clutch performers of these 2021 playoffs. Through 10 games this postseason, Devin Booker is averaging 28 points, 7 rebounds, 5 assists on 49% from the field, 38% from 3, and 92% from the free throw line. And in closeout games this postseason, he scored 81 points and got 22 rebounds on 55% from the field, 56% from 3, and 95% from the free throw line. And in the sweep of the Denver Nuggets, the series that just happened, CP3 averaged an absurd 26 points, 10 assists, and 5 rebounds on 63% shooting, 75% from 3, and 100% from the free throw line. And in the fourth quarter in this series, CP3 scored 43 points and had 10 assists on 84% from the field and having 0 turnovers. And lastly, the Suns have a well-balanced attack that isn't anemic if Devin Booker isn't setting the world on fire on any given night. But that's a scary part about this Suns team. All that we've discussed thus far is their prospects this season, not long term. As I alluded to earlier, the core of this team is relatively young outside of CP3, all of whom have room to grow and will presumably get better with this postseason under their belts. Devin Booker and DeAndre Ayton are only 24 and 22 respectively, and have already been stellar in just their first postseason together. Booker won't be a free agent until the summer of 2024, and there's no reason he would leave Phoenix given the fact that they offer a winning program to him for the foreseeable future. And Mikal Bridges and DeAndre Ayton aren't going to hit restricted free agency until 2023, but the Suns will obviously extend both of them before they hit restricted free agency. Cam Johnson has a team option for 2023, Jake Crowder and Dario Saric are locked up until 2023, and the Suns can definitely extend CP3 to a team-friendly deal if he opts out this summer to get more years on his deal. It may seem unreasonable to commit 3 more years to a 36-year-old CP3, but given how gracefully his game has translated over the years, there's no reason why he can't continue to perform at a high level over the next few years, barring injury. Plus, the growth of the rest of the core of this team should make up for any gap if there is a notable dip in production from it. And fortunately for the Suns, they're not going to experience any revolving door of head coaches, since they already have stability in Monty Williams, who is one of the best coaches in the league. For all these reasons, the Suns can be a formidable title contender for years to come down the line. With respect to next season specifically, there's no reason the Suns shouldn't be a serious title threat like they were this year. The West will definitely be tougher with Jamal Murray coming back, Klay Thompson hopefully being healthy, Lakers hopefully being healthy, the Jazz existing, and as long as Kawhi's on the Clippers, they're also a formidable threat as well. But then again, there's no reason the Suns shouldn't be able to match up with those teams. If the Suns do make the finals this year or even win the title, I don't see them as some team that will have an NBA Finals hangover. They're a young team outside the vets like CP3 and Crowder, and the younger core of this team will be presumably better next season, and those aforementioned vets should be productive next season, especially given that the offseason will be much longer than it was last season. The future is bright in Phoenix, and it's about time that we finally see the Suns rise. That's it for the video. Be sure to smash the like button for more content like this, as each like makes a massive difference for the channel, and also feel free to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications on so you know when I post my next video. Comment down below whether you think the Suns are going to win the NBA Finals, and thank you guys for listening, and stay tuned.